Then directly we will move on to the logical part. Okay. I hope everyone are able to see the screen. Are you guys able to see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. In the last section, we have covered up with the problem statement, that is with respect to counter application. The application telling you like we have one activity which has two buttons. One is start button and one more is stop button. Start button, as soon as you click, that counter need to be incremented. And if you come out of that particular application, even then until unless you click on stop button, that counter will not get stopped. So this is a counter application, and the design part of counter application is this. We have a counter application as a text view, and text view as a counter value, buttons and button start and stop. And we discussed about something called as handlers. So at this moment, what exactly an handler is, everyone should be aware of. Handler is nothing but it is nothing but handling the messages which are there in the message queue. This is a looper, and each time the message will be stored in the message queue, and these messages are handled by the handler. Handler is not a runnable, it is not a thread as well. It is just a mechanism to handle a queue, to maintain the queue. So it is just to handle the messages. And you can see here we have post at the time, and post delay. In detail we have seen what exactly post delay is along with the syntax. So post delay, it majorly causes we have a runnable R, which is going to add a message inside a message queue to run after specific amount of time. So it is an object. It is a class. R is an object. These object we are going to add inside the message queue, and we have a runnable will be run on the thread. So as you know, runnable is a class which is run on thread. So it is going to handle the handlers. So it is based on the time basis, like milliseconds. Within fraction of that seconds, that particular thread need to be executed. If it elapses more than that, the time spent may go to the deep sleep, and the time will get delayed. And this is a syntax with respect to the post delete. And these are the different syntax we have used here. Object token. Why did we use this object token? Because the runnable object cannot be null. If you want to make this object null, we are making that through the object token. And this is remove callbacks, going to remove all the pending messages or objects inside a message queue. And coming on to the Java logic, as you can see here, we have public class main activity, which is going to extend app compat activity. And we have seen, once we click on this, I'll show you today how, what exactly internally, what is there inside this message. We have already seen in last class, but even then I'll show you while demo section. So we need to recognize the text view because we need to display the result. So this is for displaying the result. Text view, text counter variable. Text view is a component, is a class. It has a reference variable called as text counter. Text counter can also can also be called as instance variable because it is a class variable. We can call as class variable, we can call as instance variable, we can call as reference variables. And for button also the same way, we have two buttons. So I have taken the reference variable button start and button stop. We have a counter which is initially initialized to 0. And here you can see I'm using a class called handler. Inside this handler class only we have post delayed method and as well as remove callback methods. So these two methods only we are going to use here. So we are using handlers here. So a handler is a class. It has a object. I'm not telling this as reference variable because I'm initializing new handler I'm using here. So this is an object, custom handler. And we have a protected void on click method which is auto generated because in the activity lifecycle we have seen first method called, three first methods are called. One is on create method, and other is on stop, on destroy. In back to back methods are called. So we are going to modify on create methods. These three lines are normal. We are not going to change anything in these three lines, and inside these we are going to initialize already declared reference variables. So we have one, two, three reference variables. So I am going to use those reference variables here. We are going to find view by id. This you should never what say forget this. You need to remember this. Text counter equals to text view is a cast typecast I am making here because it is of type text view, and here we are getting the r.id.text view 2 as a id. This id we got from the design part, and we have find view by id r.id.button1, r.id.button2. So this is a button underscore start, button underscore stop, and we have text counter here. So once initialization is done, now we need to perform major task. So what is our task? Once we click on button underscore start, some action need to be performed. For that, I am going to use set on click listener. So once I click on start button, that is set on click listener method. This is asynchronous method. See here, we have semicolon here. So here we are opening the small brace, and here we are closing, and we are giving a semicolon here. So it is a method, and inside this method we are defining one more method called as on click method, which is already on click listener will give you. ID is going to provide this. So these method on click method, what action need to be performed? We are going to use handler here. You can see here custom handler. See, this is a object. This particular object we have what we have post delayed, so it should delay for 0 minutes. So once you click, automatically it should start, no delay should be here. So updated timer thread, it is one variable we are going to define. This is a runnable variable. We are going to define this runnable variable in the next slide. So this is not a built-in, this is not id providing, we are going to define. Please make a note of this. Updated timer thread is user defined. You are going to define. I can change the name also. So in the next slide we will see what exactly this runnable object task is. It task is to update, it task is to increment counter from how many seconds? 0 seconds. We are not going to give any delay. It 1 2 3 4 count should happen. We are not going to give any delays here. So I hope everyone are clear with this start button. Any doubts? Before proceeding to the stop button, I just want to confirm whether you are able to understand this or not. If not, I'll repeat. You guys, do you guys need me to repeat? Okay. Next is once we have performed start button, we will go for the stop button. In the stop button also same syntax, dot set on click listener. Once we click on stop button, certain actions need to be performed. So what actions need to be performed? It should remove all the existing messages inside this particular runnable object. So we are giving a runnable object updated timer thread. So remove callbacks task is to whatever the pending work is there, it will kill that pending work. So this is very simple. The stop button has only remove callbacks, and start button has post delay methods. So shall we look on into this update timer thread method? Shall we move on to that? This task, this slide, everyone is clear? No doubt in any line?
No doubt.
Okay, we'll move on to the runnable. As you can see here, we have a method which we have defined. This ID has not given us. It is a runnable method which has we are giving a variable runnable updated timer variable. This is a variable of type runnable. So it is going to call a constructor new runnable, and we are going to define here directly. It is asynchronous method. So you can see here semicolon is closed here. So it is like variable. Imagine like private final runnable updated timer. It is a updated timer is a variable which is assigned equals to new runnable. Here only we are going to define that. So from we are opening here and we are closing the French braces here. and this brace we are closing here. So if you see here private, it is a private method because within the class we are going to access the runnable variable, that is updated timer thread, and inside this runnable method we have a run method which is auto generated. We are going to override. Already in runnable method we have run method. So first task is it is going to set what it is going to set, the text counter. If you have placed any value inside the text counter, what is this text counter? It is a text view, the display, the number which you are going to display, that text counter dot set text. We are going to set, what we are going to set, we are going to set with the value counter, with the value counter. What is the value of counter as of now? Can anyone just tell what is the value of counter? In the last
0.
slide we have assigned, yes, that 0 will be set on the display, that is text view, text counter. So after that we are going to increment the counter. How we are going to increment? We are going to increment with the custom handler post delay, where you are going to increment in this runnable method only. So only I have given here this is a resource, and delay, how much delay? 1 second delay. Here it is milliseconds, 1000 milliseconds, in the sense 1 second. So for 1 second the delay increment will happen, in the sense delay will be there. After that automatically the counter will keep on incrementing. So once the incrementation is done, these variable updation will be done here. You can see here it is going to return what? It is going to return a object, that is a runnable object. What object it is going to return? It is going to return the counter value. Counter value is going to replace here. So once you click on this counter value, it will not wait for 1 second. Automatically from 0 it will start, and 1 second delay will be there, and it will keep on incrementing until unless you click on remove callbacks, in the sense stop button. I hope this is clear for all.
Yes, ma'am.
This is very simple. You just need to remember this method. How many lines are there? You just need to see private, final, runnable, update, timer. You need to know. You can give any name here. Not only this name. You can give any name. Equals to new runnable method is there. This is auto generated. Run also method is there. Inside this you need to write only 3 methods. You need to remember only the syntax. See, you need to remember only the syntax. If you remember the syntax and if you remember the logic, counter plus plus, where you need to update. So if you remember this automatically the updation will happen. So the same way here as well. See, only one line, only one line. This very simple program. I hope everyone is clear with this. Shall we see the practical section?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, just give me a minute. I'm just loading the Android Studio. Please have a patience. So this system may get struck. Did I come out of the meeting? Students, are you able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you are able to see the screen as well?
The presentation, ma'am, not the Android Studio.
Okay, one second. I guess you guys also facing with respect to system getting stuck. Now, are you able to see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This is already, I have already created one. I'm sharing you guys the same one. When you come for offline, I'll try to do that. Or else, what I'll do is I have already created one video. I'll share you that so that step by step you can have a look on that. Is that fine? Or else, do you want me to create a new project and start from the scratch?
It's fine, ma'am.
Okay. What I did here is I have just taken the application here, app manifest in the Java in the main. First we will go for the design part. For going to the design part, you need to go for res and layout. In the layout we have activity main.xml. In activity main.xml I went to the code, and in the code I have used a relative layout. I have changed this first thing. After that I went to the design part, and in the design part, the same design which we have seen, I dragged design text view. This is a text view. I have taken the text view from here and I have dragged and I used a bold here. The font I have changed, and counter value. After that I took the start button and stop button. For the start button I have given a background color. How to give the background color? I'll just give as a background initialization. As you can see here, I just clicked on this particular thing and I got this color. You can change according to your wish, whatever you want. So you can have a look, you can give a background with different designs as well. See, these are the designs which you can give. So that part is with the new change which I have done. And stop also, for stop I have given the red color. Design part is done. Then we moved directly moved to the main activity. The same thing which I explained from the PPT, the same code is here. That is text counter, button start, button stop is there. Button start, button stop, and counter 0 and handler. Which, see, this will you will get in the id as scratch. Doesn't think like ma'am some error is there. No, it automatically the id has taken in the same way. So I was telling you about how to look into these which are the methods which are there in this particular app compact activity, right? Just go to that particular class and click control. And once you click a control, automatically you will be pointed to that particular class. See, you can see this is the app compat activity, and this is going to extend in the sense you are using here inheritance concept. And in interface we are using here interface. These are all the classes interfaces. Delegate and action bar, support parent, and task stack builder. These are all the interfaces. You don't need to worry. You just need to have a look like how exactly what it is there inside that class. If you are very much curious about that, you can just go to the main, and whatever the method you wanted to have a look, you can see. Just place your cursor, few more details will be here. If you want in detail, you wanted to see that Java class, just go and click on that particular link. So this was the next thing, and you can see here on create method already we have certain built-in methods which are there. So inside that on create method you can see these are all the things which is performing. You can see set a theme also, on post create is there, and get a support action bar is there, and you can see more. See post resume, on start, on stop, these all things you would have already seen in activity on destroy, activity life cycle, if you guys remember that in the first section I explained you. So that is the thing which you can see here. There are many classes are there, so if you have time just go and have a look on this. So on create method is there. Inside on create method, the same thing which I explained you guys, the same thing is here. If you wanted to know more about the runnable, just go to that particular runnable, and you can see here you will get that particular instance. See, you can see here it is an interface, functional interface. See interface, and inside this runnable automatically you will be having a method called run. So that method you are going to use in your class, so we are going to use this. I hope you got some idea. And if you want to know this method, what exactly is that, you can just click on that particular method, and you can see it set on click listener. It is going to listen from this activity. So as of now, we are not interested in this. I'll just close that particular thing. So if you want to know this, what exactly is this, you can just click, and you can close that as well. So this is the features where IDE is going to provide you lot many informations. Shall I run this program? Shall
Yes, ma'am.
I running?
Yes, ma'am.
And one more thing I wanted to tell, you can see here you have some I here, in a sense automatically interfaces. On click interface will be called, and here also you have used on click listeners. So that thing is already mentioned here. I interfaces are used here. These are all the interfaces. And on create method, if you click, that particular method will be in this particular class that you are going to override. So override method is there, so O is mentioned here. So that feature is also available, and this is like file. You can see manifest file, you can go and you can have a look. See navigation bar. So I just click on the run button. And any doubts in the debug, did you guys try how to debug? Anyone in the class? Anyone in the class tried with the debug?
Ma'am, it just shows the flow of the program, where what is happening with each variable.
But try, did you try?
Yes, ma'am, I got error in the project. So,
Okay. I think so. You're able to see the emulator, everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you able to see the emulator?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'll just click on start button now, and you can see here the counter has keep on incrementing. 1 second's delay will be there, and I'll just click the home button. I'll not use that particular application, and I'll try to use different applications in my phone. I'll go and come back in the caller application, in the sense calculator, and I'll do this particular stuff. But according to us, that the counter should stop, but it didn't stop. See here, it's keep on incrementing until unless I click on stop button. This particular thing will never stop. After that, if you close this application from zero, it will start. But if you click again on start from the where did you stop that counter, from there itself it will keep on incrementing. Are you guys getting? Yes. Are you guys able to see the counter increment?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'll just stop it, and counter application execution part is done. And don't directly close the your Android Studio. I suggest you to click on stop the application. So it is going to stop your running application and close the emulator, and later on you can close your Android Studio. Okay, we'll take attendance now. Once again. Nishchita GN. Nishchita GN, you are there? Absent. Nishchita G Nair. Nishchita G Nair. Absent. Nitin Yadav. Nitin Yadav. Prajwal Vayar.
Yes, ma'am.
Prajwal Vayar is present.
Yes, ma'am. Present, ma'am.
Preeti MP.
Present, ma'am.
Preeti S. Peran.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Priya. Priya. Rachita.
Present, ma'am.
Rashmi R.
Present, ma'am.
Riya.
Present, ma'am.
Rohini.
Present, ma'am.
Riya, you are ready with your presentation?
Yes, ma'am.
After, don't leave the section. After this, we will continue with that.
Okay, ma'am.